Well, hello. New haircut, new operator. I'm talking on this little to start you off with. I have to explain. We have the 1st of July today, and to be honest, the last 2 weeks have been just very, very bothersome with the side effects of out of control forest fires around me. It's not like Rimouski is surrounded, but on the other side of the river there is about, I would say, the last report was over 30 out of control forest fires. We probably have a few of them in my back country. I do not think I will be in danger at all, because there is a lot of agricultural land in between, which would make fighting these fires quite easier. So there is no danger, I think, to the Rimouski, but the smoke has been extremely bothersome. A few days ago, I tried to fly. I wanted to fly, but then I realized the smoke around my house was actually quite thick, and as soon as my drone was away 30-40 meters, it was not visible, and there was nothing to show because it was all in a haze. It was just nothing but a smoky haze. So, well, not today, on the 25th, I finally was able to fly, because there was no more smell all of a sudden. The smell went up in a higher range, all the smoke. There was no sun to be seen anywhere for days, and the smoke stayed up there with the winds. I took a flight because now legally I was allowed to fly. Before, don't forget, the Canada drone rules are line of sight, and with the smoke being around, there is no such thing as line of sight. It disappeared like it fell into pea soup. So, the situation during this time was so bad that in Rimouski, the hospital set up a station where it took blood tests and handed out breathing masks for anybody who had a problem breathing normally. And it was at times a bit thick, but I have so many masks here. For the first time, I wore actually a mask at home, quite for a while. But you do what you gotta do. Right now, July the 1st, we're coming over 3 days of rain, and I think that has cleared the air tremendously. Last night, for the first time, I saw sun. Last evening, for the first time, the sun came through. Today, it's a mixed bag today, but the smoke seems to be gone, no smell in the air. It looks like I can see the other side of the river, not too clearly at the moment because it's still a bit hazy, but things have gone very, very much better. I will show you now a little bit of my flight on the 25th, and I hope I can explain a little bit more then. Well, here we are, taking off, and I did this in about a 3.5 minute video. I cut it together. It was a much longer one. But you've been seeing me flying around here. You can see you will not see any sky. It will all be white and milky. The smoke, you can see almost clearly to a certain distance, and then you realize there's nothing to see anymore. For example, here, this is the other side of the river is completely disappeared, of course. I'm trying to stay as near to my house so I have the visible side of it, which is actually no problem today, but you can see here this shot you've never seen before. Half of the mountain from Bix are disappeared in that foggy haze. The smell at this point was not there anymore, the big heavy smell, but we had the odd times change of wind, press down the air layer from the top, and you got a good whiff of burnt wood again. It almost sometimes smells like burnt plastic, but I don't know what happened there. So I think something in the air, that the smoke has some kind of a chemical reaction which changes the smell into something plasticky. I'm trying to just show I cannot go too far, simply because my drone would disappear in the haze then. But this is, I've never seen this look so gloomy, and you will see a full 360 in a second where I go around to show the whole thing. But, well, I think we're over the worst now, and it must be an incredibly financial loss, all those forests being burned down. But it is just, every year things are getting a little bit worse. Although they are deniers of the global warming, but this is all part of it, isn't it? At least at this time of our lives. You see the turnaround, the mountain behind those mountains are completely gone. The cascades are almost invisible. Well, there's a bit of them. But, yeah, this is something that I've never seen before, and I probably won't see ever again. Oh, who knows, ever. It could happen every year from now on if it goes on. But this is just amazing. Well, I will soon descend now to do my landing approach. And I've been talking about the Rimouski. They had for many, many years, 50, 60, 70 years even, I think. They had a huge fire which destroyed half of Rimouski. Incredible crime. I have to inform myself a bit more. I knew, but it was many years ago. So Rimouski is like a burnt child. They're very careful with fires, of course, because of the history. Well, that was the end of the video. I hope it was informative for you. I hope you're okay. You know, the Rimouski, for many, many years ago, in the 50s or 60s, I think it was, had a terrific fire. It almost ripped down, it almost destroyed half the town. If you Google it, you will see videos and pictures of this tragedy. So Rimouski has been like a burnt child. They're very careful with fire. So, look, it was fun talking to you. Ciao, and soon I will have a video coming out that maybe have some. This will be on my vlog site. And it will be full with new stuff, including my haircut. Alrighty, ciao guys.